Now is there sound? See what happens when you take a couple days off? Hi. Let me do that again. Hi, Miss Linda. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sue. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Joey. So, what I was saying, hi, Jean. Hi, Trees. Hi, Chris. Hi, Barbara Ross. You changed your picture. I think there's sound now, right? What I was saying is, my lawn guy is outside and he texted me an hour ago and I didn't see it. He's like, "Do you need your lawn done still?" And I said, "Yeah." Wait, Troy, but I was not expecting him today, so I was running around all over the place. And hold on, because I don't even think that I'm out there, right? Nope, sure aren't. Okay, if you're on Facebook, oh, I hate to do this to you guys, but never mind. I was going to take it off and do something, but never mind. I'm just not dealing with it right now. Hi, Chris. Did I miss Lori? Hi, Lori. Hi, Mary. Oh, Mary, are you done with the book? You're over on, and Miss Mary is over there too. Hi, Miss Linda. Miss Linda Baker. Hi, Helen and Miss Edie. How are you guys? Hello, Cindy Truitt. Long time no see. I know it's been a little wild and crazy. Wild and crazy. You couldn't get me to work on Facebook. That's why I want to take this stream off and put it back on, but I know there's a couple of you here on the book. Those of you who are here on the book, there's not too many of you. Most of you are over on YouTube. I need to remove the stream and put it back on. I'm really sorry to do that to you, but otherwise it's going to be a mess. So, or let me do something else. Never mind. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to mess with it right now. Do it. I'm going to YouTube. Okay, let me just do it. So you're going to lose the stream on Facebook, Crafting Chaos. You're going to lose the stream. You just need to refresh your page in a few minutes and then it will come back because right now it's not playing. So I'm removing it. Bye. Maybe. It's thinking about removing it. Okay, there it goes. It's removed now, and then let's see if it'll put it back out there. Okay, I think it's back now. This is all the dumb stuff that, you know. You guys are like, I'm just done. I'm just done. Mary, just with them being out of town and stuff that's going on, this week is like combobulated, and then there's the event on Saturday, so yeah, and then next Tuesday it's gonna be a weird schedule. So yeah, it's just it's weird. It's weird right now, but you guys will find me here. You guys just follow me on Telegram, and then you guys will know where I'm at for sure. Because sometimes I don't even know. Okay, so I hope you guys have been doing well. Troy, we made the mistake of giving. So you like how I'm including you guys in this mistake that we made. So I got Troy a phone case, and it came, and he was so excited. Hi, Shannon. How are you? Hi, Sarah. Hi, Debbie. So, me see you. So, anyways, He got a phone case, and then the very next day he got a phone case again because I didn't remember hitting send and getting the phone case. So he got phone cases 2 days in a row. And so now he's like, my phone case didn't come today. Where is it? There you guys are. Perfect. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry. So yeah, so if you follow me on Telegram, so !Telegram, that's just the best way for you guys to figure out where I am, because half the time I don't even know where I am. Anyways, all right. So I went into the craft room. I know. See, and I didn't really mean to do day 2 in a row. I forgot that I actually bought it because he did some trickery, and I bought it. So it came. I was even surprised when the second one came. I was like, I don't remember buying this. Anyways, I went into the craft room and I found these nested little hearts. Is there that should be the last one, right? There's not like another one. Okay, I was gonna say that would be really tiny. And then I was like, well, we have a bunch of like feeties and cabochons, and I thought it might be cute to do something on here. And then, hi Anna, and then hi Valerie. When I got over here, I realized that I still didn't do anything with the tray that I had prepped for, remember this one, the Serenade in Blue? So I don't know what to do. Should we do the tray or should we do hearts because we're so close to Valentine's Day? I don't know, just another day. But I don't know. You guys can pick. So your own fault. Thank you for your package. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Oh, Sue's gonna wring my neck. Those of you who are over there on the Terry Lightsey page, please try to go and make sure you follow me on Crafting Chaos and watch me over there, because I'm not supposed to be on this page. But don't tell my mom because she'll yell at me. Shh. Don't tell her. It's a secret. Nobody needs to tell her. She won't find out. Hi, Tracy. So, hi, Deb. How are you? Deb says hearts. Tracy says Trey, which I thought Tracy was actually putting in her name, Tracy, again. And I was like, I see that your name is Tracy. Trey. Woo! Do the hearts considering Valentine's is in 2 days. Nothing to see here, Sue. Nothing to see here. So, do the hearts. Do the hearts. Tree says hearts. Sue says hearts. Bree says Trey. You guys are so helpful. All right, let's get my desk on the screen. And we'll pull out the hearts. The hearts, because it's Valentine's Day. Do you have a Valentine's? Oh, and somebody sent me a really peculiar gift. I got a package in my mailbox yesterday of some grape icebreakers gum. And I can tell that it came from Arizona because whoever did it put my name, but they put their phone number. I think you forgot to remove your phone number. So I guess thank you, because Trevor really likes the gum. I'm not really sure what that's about. Anyways. Hi, Nancy Medell. How are you? Anywho, Nanny. Okay, so I'm thinking, look do you see? We need to do some, do you see the wobbly wobbly? We need to do, no, Terry, just leave it. Just leave it. What cuteness should we put on here, though? We need to put something really cute. I left the back door open because it's really nice today, and I didn't burp the house this morning, and now the dogs are barking, and I might have to go over there and close it because that's annoying. We need to put something cutie patootie right here. Hold, please. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hi, Tracy. But reaching out to you from the Catskills. Onyx and Jack, can you please stop bothering the neighborhood? Okay, so I want to put something really cute here, and look it. I just, hold up. Wait a minute, because these are going to be too big, right? But what if we did that pretty one or something? Oh my gosh, you guys, there's so many good things to use. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Grape is not my favorite either. Always reminding me. I'm not quite sure what that's about. I'm trying to think, like, what could that mean? Like, so icebreaker. Like, I don't know why. Hi, Sandy Hinkleman. I don't know why somebody would have sent that. But it's obviously someone that has ordered from the store before because it was in my mailbox. So from UPS, which was really silly for whoever did that because they paid for shipping for icebreaker gum, which again, I guess Trevor appreciated, but no, baby, that's gonna fall right there, honey bunches, right there. Honey bunches of boats. You guys, we can make this so pretty and like girly by just doing like something really pretty on the front like that. And then, okay, all right, let's paint this Mama Jamma. But first, can we fix this wobbly? I know it's like first world problems, but see, look it a little bit. Troy, I don't have a phone case for you, okay? I'm just so sorry. I just don't have one today. He does not care. I don't have one. You have to go and find one out of your backpack of 5 million something. See, just a little bit of, just a little bit, so it's not like bumpy hearts, you know, like it's real bumpy right there too. Hold on, y'all. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Laura. Hi, Regina. Hi, my Ashley. Laura's gonna hate me. She's gonna stop watching me just because I can't ever pronounce her name. She's like, gee, my knees. This girl is just not bright at all. She is just not a bright one. Okay. Also, you guys, I owe you like so many games of bingo. So I am thinking like maybe next week. So remember, February 22nd is going to be the auction. And obviously we'll play games and have all the fun stuff there. And I recognize that we haven't played bingo in a couple weeks, but let me explain myself. So do you guys remember when I thought that there was a ball thrown away and Trevor swore that there wasn't? Okay, well, anyways, long story short, I just so happened the other day to say, you know what, let me take out all these and put them out and see. and there's a ball missing, you guys. So we cannot play bingo. So I'm gonna order more balls, but I'm also thinking of maybe getting like a cooler bingo contraption, so that way like I don't have to worry about doing the, you know, toilet bowl roll thing. And maybe something else, I don't know, but we're gonna upgrade our bingo, and then we're gonna like bingo everybody to death, because I realize I owe you bingo, and not to mention that big old tote needs to get emptied. So keep your eyes peeled for that, because I'm ordering. Do an automate on that goes on your screen. I was thinking that. I'm so sorry. Did you see me? I was like TAR. Tar. That's my initials. That's my initials. How do you say her name? Tar. Laura. I am not going to take the Dr. Pepper from this bottle to put it in this bottle. No. Insane in the membrane. You take this bottle and go on about your bad self. All right, let's get some paint on this. So I just kind of looked at that one design and called it a day, but hold on a minute, y'all. I was just thinking like kind of like springy colors, right? Amazing Grace. Oh, we could do Amazing Grace and do the cross. Oh, and it has a butterfly. Yep. Okay. That'll do it. Let's take it out. No, let's not do that. I try to keep my pages intact if I can. So this was part of the spring release that you can get at L&J Goods. You can do exclamation EJG, and it will use my link to take you over there. And if you do use my link, I appreciate you, but you absolutely do not have to. You can find all these goodies on L&J Goods. L&J Goods. So I kept it there so that the page will stay in there, because it gets a little scary when the pages are flopping all around. But I also kind of want to take this out, because we do have, you know, the inside. Ooh, we could do some really pretty velvet powder on the inside. Sold. Oh, look at how pretty that birdie is, though. What are you yelling at me about? Stop yelling at me, please, computer. I don't like to be yelled at. Please don't bingo us to death. Hi, Tanya. I'm going to start calling her Tari. Okay, so if we do this little mama jamma, I guess we need to pour our cross now, so that one will be ready when we need it. So let's do that really quickly, and we'll put that aside. So we're just going to use the Quick Cure in white. Here it is. I knew I just seen it. I just seen it. All right, and then we're going to start with our Tari. Okay, get my, I tell you guys all the time, don't mix up your lids so it doesn't seal your bottle shut, because it certainly will. And we only need the one cross, but what's the fun in pouring the exact amount? Hi, Desi. Oh, the egg is in the staging area. I need to post the pictures of the egg. You guys, we got to do the big egg because I really want to do the 8x6 egg. So I think that's what we'll do next. I just didn't want to do another egg right now because we just did one. So I was like, yeah, that probably isn't fun. I know, right? Look at all the detail. Ugh. Exclamation EJG, and you can go look at these beauties and all of the other beautiful. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Okay, pasta sauce. Oh, you bought me a Rice Krispie treat? You're so sweet. ¿Por qué? Why? Yeah, because obviously you want something, right? Okay, it's good. You brought me a Rice Krispie treat. Oh, because you want me to open this? Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Here you go, baby. All right, let's push this aside, and then we will find a color for this because we are going to, inside for sure, we're going to do some beautiful velvet powder. We can play off of the colors here, but it's pretty neutral. We don't really have to. So let us see. I'm looking in my fin drawer to see what strikes my fancy. And I'm looking for probably too blue. Well, up here though, it can't be too bright up here because I do want that to show through, right? I prefer to only shop at your store, but I might make. You're the bestest. Some of you guys, a lot of you guys, are just so amazing with the support that you show our little store, and I'm just so thankful for you guys. Hey, you guys. I was telling you, like, I revamped all of my stuff. So out with the old, in with the new. Look at that. Ivy green. That might be pretty, but look at the leaf green. That's nice and bright and summery. No? What do we think? Of course, I don't even have to look at the name. Yep, I knew that was Thorn. Oh, but okay. Stop it, Terry. Sue's already rolling her eyes and getting mad at you because she's like, oh my gosh, you're putting out too many choices. Hi, Sue. Did you miss me? I love you. Okay, look. We can do Nimbus at the top because Nimbus has that little hint of like green. I love Nimbus. And then how about on the outside, we just, do like the dark gold, something like that. Spit, spit, spit. Why is she spitting at me now? Out with the old was my motto today. Hi, Joy. You and Troy make my day. Oh, you guys make my day. Hi, Lisa. Do you have paper mache round boxes? In the store right now, I do not. But I can. You guys, if you guys are new to me, I will source anything that you need. It just because I don't have it in the store doesn't mean that I won't or cannot get it. So if you ask me, I will get it. And yeah, even if it's just you, one person, because sometimes I don't know what to bring in, or sometimes I'm like, yeah, not everybody wants to do what you're doing, Terry. So sometimes I try to refrain. I know it doesn't look like that, but I do try. I'd shop more if you could pronounce my name. Lori! Oh, you guys, look it looks like mine might have frozen. Wah, wah, wah. Oh no, just the top layer. So, if you are ordering like paints and stuff right now, you are probably going to wait a little bit for your order. And by a little bit, I'm just saying like the weather is actually being checked because your products will freeze. Unfortunately, if they're water based, it's very likely that it'll freeze. And for me, like I try to put like the hot pods in there, but the warming pods, but sometimes that still isn't enough, depending on, like, I don't like to ship things on a Saturday or Friday because over the weekend I don't want it sitting in like the warehouse or the truck or whatever. So we're just trying to be aware of the temperatures right now and the freezing. I know that is not, it's not fun to have to wait for your fun stuff, but I was actually going to be really sad if that was frozen. So anyhow, I know that like Decoupage Queen has even a note on their website that, it might be delayed. And then there has been different announcements to the retailers from various companies about like just being aware of, shipping right now. So that's that. Look at how pretty. I don't know if you guys, there you go. You can see like the little tint now. So I'm thinking, what do you guys think? Just like the dark gold? Or should we paint it all? Hold on. Maybe we paint it all Nimbus. Never mind. Scratch that. Don't listen to me. I just got a notification that a shipment was delayed due to weather. I'm wondering if it's the one that I'm waiting on from you now that you mention it. It could be. I don't know. See, and that's another thing that's why like they've been making the announcements to the retailers, because then I know like I've gotten notifications from FedEx, like your shipment has been delayed due to weather, blah, 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 blah. And that's what we're trying to avoid, is like your stuff getting held up. So, because that to me is worse when it ever, like it leaves me and then it's just sitting in like a warehouse, just, freezing. I don't know. You didn't leave it here, bud. I don't think you didn't leave it over here, Bubba. How are you, Tanya? Are you probably not talking? Hi, Jeanette. I've been fussing with folks to pay their bills today, and Ashley's feisty today. She's feisty. She's like, pay your bills. If you're doing this at home, don't be a lazy bum. Take the hinges off. I always tell you guys, do better than me. Be better than me. Most of you all are already better than me, but you know what I'm saying. So today is going to be the first day that we're going back to regular schedule. Trevor has been working until 8 p.m. rather than 7 p.m. these last few days. Which that hour is chaos, tell ya. Because then it's like we come home, I got to get Troy ready for bed and get him to, chill out, relax, chillax so he can go down. And, we're out and about, trolling the streets. He doesn't want to be going to bed. Like, what? So the last couple of days have been no bueno. Not ideal at all. And I almost took a picture the other day, y'all, because Troy did a doozy on his room. I couldn't even walk in there. Like, it's always bad. I'm glad I'm making you laugh. Do you notice now I'm not even attempting to say your name because I don't want to say it wrong? Hi, Megan. I'm sitting over here going, Lara, just forget it. Don't say her name. We need to come up with a nickname. Oh, your last name is not any easier. That was pretty good. She said, did you guys catch her? Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard me when I said it because I don't have comments up on the screen. But she said she would buy more from me if I could pronounce her name right. I thought that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And I don't know if you guys, I'll hold it like this. See if you guys can see. You see all the fibers that have lifted up from that wet paint. So that's what I'm always talking about. We got to knock all of that down because it's going to feel real icky. Ooh, we're going to have to blend a color that I haven't done before for velvet powder. I haven't done a green like this before. That's going to be fun. So if you don't know, you can very much so make your custom color in velvet powders. So it's one of the things that I love to do is matching my velvet powder to whatever I'm doing, like whatever color. We've done some really beautiful dark burgundies, and we've done some happy turquoises, and of course pinks. But I haven't done like I don't know, I wouldn't quite call it like a sage. I know it might come across like that on screen, but it's very, very muted. Call me Lala like others that can't pronounce it. No, I want to say your name right. No. But until I can get it together, I'll call you Lala. I try so hard. Telling you. It's a wonder anybody watches me sometimes. Oh, you guys, so I have to tell you, somebody that I know posted on her social media today, and she said she got a comment from one of her peeps, which I thought was just so crazy when it's somebody that follows you. But anyways, they said that it was so hard to hear her because of all the noise her daughter was making in the background, and that she should think about maybe going into like the closet or something to do like her voiceovers because it's not enjoyable to watch. And I was like, whoa. It took me back to that one time when somebody made a mistake and made a comment about Troy's noises. Anyways, I kind of like, did the like cringe because I knew that she was posting it because she was posting her response. And Yeah, I mean, she kept it very classy, but she was like, my daughter my child is being a child. I'm not going to go hide in a closet just to appease people so that they don't have to hear a kid playing and being joyful in the background. And basically, like, if you don't like it, just keep scrolling. So I was proud of her that she didn't, like, go real left because she could have. She's Hawaiian. She's got that Filipino Samoan temper. But yeah, so hi Tina Roy. It's not. It's just not. And I found your video on Delva Powder how to. Yeah, I could finally finish it. Yes! Yes, we're definitely gonna do it. We'll definitely mix. Yeah, and it's just like when that person said that about Troy. And it's funny because I think I was just telling that story to Ash the other day. But yeah, it's the same thing, and it's almost like a kick in the gut because you want to really tell the person how you feel, number one, but it's like you're talking about somebody's child, like holy guacamole. I don't know, and then I say, like, other people's children, some were not raised like us with manners. The whole thing, like your mom taught you, like, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. But then I do recognize she did follow it up by, like, I've been following you for so long and I love your videos. But as a suggestion, you should go do your voiceover in the closet. I was like, And that was another thing that she said. She was like, the name of my channel is my daughter's name. I was like, So, any hoot nanny. That's unfortunately the world we're in. So I'm just taking a 320, and you could tell the wood is just kind of cheap. There you go. Can you guys see all of that texture right there? That's all of the fibers being lifted. That is a very, like, rough, icky feeling. At least it is to me. But you don't need to take a very, low grit to do this because they're already popped up. You're just basically taking those off. So. I've always said, treat me nasty, but leave my kids alone. I don't have much time. Yeah. It is really pretty, right? It's Nimbus. Some people have to find something negative. Yeah. We all have feelings. And they should be. You would think. Hi, Guadalupe. You would think, like, that's that whole thing of, like, my mom always taught me, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. But the funniest thing about, like, situations like with social media is if you don't like what you see, like, if I don't like something, I just keep scrolling. I don't stop, much less stop to take time out to, like, leave a icky comment about someone's child playing, for goodness sake. I don't know. All right, let's get a little bit of this off in the inside. Híjole. All right, just gonna wipe it off. And then we'll take a adult size brush because I realized I was using a small brush. And we'll just do one quick coat again. There's just a few places that need a little bit more paint. And you can see our beautiful cross is ready practically. All right, let's take that off. using a real sized brush. Did you say Oofala? Oofala. I have no filter. Probably why I'm waiting so long to start my YouTube channel. Yeah. You know what though? You will. I don't have a filter either when it comes to stuff like that. But you really don't have to say things back to folks. Your people will always have your back, and they, so that way you don't actually have to say anything, even though you want to. It's best that you don't, especially because you are, in social media. But yeah, it's a hard balance sometimes, because I always get, the thing that gets me is like, I'm here literally in my house, right? And talking to myself, but you guys are here. It's like you guys are, I've invited you here in my home, basically, is how I feel. So like when you go to somebody else's house, you don't act all crazy. I don't know. All right. Really quickly over here. I've always liked Nimbus though, because it's just, I don't know, it gives you that little bit, a little tint of color. You guys know I love Country Green. It's like Country Green, but a little muted. That's what it reminds me of. All right, did I back myself into a corner here? Probably. Okay, let's put it down and do this. Okay, let's dry it. I worked behind a bar my whole life. I still think I'm 10 feet tall and bulletproof. Hi, Laura. Why are people so mean? I don't know. I don't know. They say that usually people who act like that, it's because they're miserable. So they want you to be miserable. But I don't know. I just think that in every instance, kids should always be off limits. And you really take your life into your own hands when you're talking about somebody else's child. In my humble opinion. Hi, Stacy. Vicky Browning. I have stopped watching people because didn't like something, but they never knew it. Just left. Exactly, Regina. Exactly. You just sometimes like you grow out of the style that somebody's doing, or maybe you just, well, for whatever reason, but there's no reason to like send out, a plane with banners that are telling the world why you're gone. Like, just leave. All right, let's put these out of the way. That was Troy's empty bottle that he thought he was going to get me to pour. And then let's look at this because I'm impatient. Oh my goodness, look. Oh. So let's just looky. Oh, that's what this is. It's the center. I knew I'd seen that before. I didn't know where it was. Okay, I gotcha. So all of that white's going to be gone, and then we could put that there and put really pretty like flat backs. All right, that's straight on my desk. Put some flat backs all the way around. And then maybe do some pretty like stenciling down here. I like it. Hi, how are ya? I heard oofale, my favorite saying. Oofale. You could also put the flower mold in the center of the cross. This one or this one? This one? Oh, that's pretty too. That's very pretty. Okay, any hootenanny, let's put a little bit of top coat on this Mama Jamma. And we're just going to use, Do you guys know that I have still been cooking? And I know most of you are like, yeah. But no, you guys, like, I've actually been cooking practically every day. I'm so proud of myself. I can cook, but it's not like my favorite thing to do. I don't know why. So yesterday, what did I make? What was yesterday? Oh, yesterday I made homemade spaghetti sauce and meatballs. And I also did some like kielbasa sausage. And the night before that, I had broccoli and beef. So I need to figure out what I'm having today, because I think that's another big problem that I have, is that I can't ever figure out what to have for dinner. So then I get very aggravated, because I'm like, man, I don't know what to cook, and I don't want the same thing all the time. Hello, Regina from Kentucky. I'm going to go to Kentucky in September with my Dina Ray and my Linda Tate. Salisbury venison steaks. I've never had venison. You too, Lori? Yeah, see, I made a pork and chicken smoke. How do you say that? What is that? Is it fricassee? I don't know what that is. I fixed a chicken, rice, broccoli, and cheese casserole the other night, and it was banging. Ooh. Okay, so we put that on there. Let's just let that sit for a minute. Wilger? Who's Wilger? Wilger? We are going to, that was what Wilger was, by the way. We are going to acrylic primer these. Wilger. Oh my gosh. How do you keep finding that phone case, Troy James? That is your brother's old phone case. It doesn't fit your phone, and I've hid that from you like at least 3 dozen times by now. Dame besitos. Okay. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't fit. Okay, so we are just going to take some acrylic primer and put that all over our resin piece, because we don't want our paint to slip. But I got distracted. You should clean your piece first with some isopropyl alcohol. Again, I always tell you guys, be better than me. Do better than me. I already know you guys are already better than me, but you know what I mean. Don't do the things that I do. So spray your resin pieces and just wipe them off. Clean them. And then you want to use an acrylic primer, gesso. If you really needed to, you could use your bonding primer because you want there to be some type of grip, tooth, in order for your paints to stick onto. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll put those aside for a minute. No, I don't need, I already have wipes. I already have wipes. Bubba's right there. Excuse me, babe. Squeeze me. Okay, let's get out some stencils because I think it would be really pretty to do some stenciling. You know, but I don't know what I want. So hold on a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Bubs. Ay, Chihuahua. Why? Oh, I forgot we had bunnies. Thank you, Bubs. I appreciate having another wipes open. It's what I've always wanted. It's pronounced fricassee. It's a water onion gravy cooked down Cajun. Ooh, fricassee. Okay, wait a minute. You will be there too, Regina? Oh my gosh, how exciting! I can't wait to meet you. That's gonna be so fun. I can't wait to meet everybody. I'm so excited. I've not been to a retreat with, like, I've been to the retailer retreat. That was the first time I'd ever left Troy or Trevor in, 24 years. So this will be my first time meeting people, like our friends, meeting you guys. Like, I met retailers, but you guys, I'm actually thinking of doing this one. I was looking for the other one, but I don't see it in here. I can't pronounce that name either, Lala. So, of the one that I'm looking for. Wow, I can't. Oh, it's right there. I don't know, but I think that would be really cool. And then we could put, okay, let us look. It's in Kentucky. Kentucky. It's Dina Ray's birthday retreat. Oi! Thanks, I needed that. Oh. Thanks, I needed that. You're the bestest ever. Okay, let's do this. Hey, you're not going to be too far from me. Really? Fricassee chicken. Fricassee. 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 I have to look that up to see what that looks like. Okay. I'm thinking though. Oh man, Terry. Seriously? That might not look good unless I do it like that. What do you guys think? Or should I only do it, because I'm thinking if it's only half. Oh, I've got to throw this away because you keep getting this one. That's what happened when I went to the retreat. I wasn't too far from Nicole, so I flew to Ohio after I was in Atlanta, Georgia. I flew to Ohio. Except for one of the paper crafting ones. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm going to have a treat for you guys too. I'm bringing some top secret stuff, but don't tell anybody. Okay, what do you guys think? I'm waiting for this lag because I don't know what's happening. Okay, son, that's enough now. Do you guys think we should use this one, or do you guys think we should use the other one? So, oh, I didn't even tell you. So this one is Luminous, and I think the other one starts with a Q. There it is. Quatrefoil. No, it's too sharp. Okay, hold on. Maybe we just do some script then. Thank you, Troy. Okay, that's enough now, son. You can't go wrong with a little bit of script. Okay. I just made a decision. I've got stuff all around me for some reason. I don't know why, but hold on. That just made me think of something. I don't remember if this one had very much. Oh, it just has little bits of script. Okay. Somebody keeps calling me, and I don't know who it is. If it's an emergency, you need to leave me a message. Or better yet, just text me because I don't like talking on the phone. Okay. Let's do some script. This is Harmony. All right. So, yeah, I think that'll be really pretty anyways because of the what we're putting on the top. So let's take this, and then we don't have to be so perfect with it. I'm only going to do the lower part here because I'm thinking it might be really pretty to put some lace up there. So I'm going to just kind of do it a little bit here and there and not make it such a perfect impression. So let's use the delicate metallics in the dark gold. You guys already know the delicate metallics are my absolute favorite. They're gorgeous. So this isn't going to be like so far off of Nimbus. Whoa. It's just going to be a metallic. And then I'm going to make it so that it's just kind of here and there and everywhere. And it doesn't really matter. These are not words that are legible, so I would prefer for it not to be real crookedy though. I'm about to cut it. All right, so I'm just going to take it on my brush and rotate 360 as always. And then I'm just going to pop off all of the excess. I'm not a swirler. I pounce, but you do whatever you're comfortable doing. Just do your best not to get the bristles underneath the stencil. So I don't want anything too perfect. A little bit here and there is good enough, you see? Pretty. Okay, and then let's Make sure. I just want to get it over that little. I can hear Troy changing cups right now. I can hear it pouring into another cup. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I cut my stencil in half. It left me no choice. Yeah. And I am a big advocate of cutting your stencils. I know, like, it's a little shock, you know, because your stencil, but it's so much easier to work with. And in this case, it's hitting my stand. So, you know, just easier. Just easier. And then if you need to, you can always use like some Pixie repositionable spray. But I know some people like to swirl. I just find that whenever if I swirl, I'm almost always going to get up underneath. So I'm going to just put, because I don't want it to be blank right here. So I'm just going to push down and get a little bit. See, just a little something. All right, let's do, my fingers lock up. Actually, I'm going to move this over and push down in there like that again. Just get some. Doesn't have to be a lot, just something in that little area there. Troy, I know I just opened one of these for you. Yesterday, I found 2 of these on the counter that you didn't even eat. I think you're just trying to do anything to get me to show me the phone case. I know, son. I don't have one for you right now. I know. The nerve of me to not have a phone case for you. The charger? You need to stop running around because you're breathing really hard, Troy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Go sit on the couch and kick your feet up. Ha! Said no one ever. Do you guys hear that? That's alcohol, son. You need to get the one in there if you want me to brush your hair again. Good Lord. That's right. Oh, that is. I don't have an airport near me. And I don't have a landing spot on my roof. Sounds like they're going to make one, though. Good coogly moogly, that's loud. Híjole. Okay, let's get a little bit of up here somewhere. Okay, Anna, see you later. Exactly, Regina. That's why I said no, says no one ever. Actually, it is quite funny because every now and again, he will lay on the couch and like put his feet up, but it's normally because he's copying somebody, like either Uncle Nick has been sitting there or his brother or whatever. And the funny thing about that is they'll get up and go to the potty, or they'll go get up and go to the kitchen, and he'll sit in their spot and sit the way that they were sitting. So if that, means sitting there with their feet up or what have you, that he'll take their spot and do that. It's just really quite funny. And then, of course, like Trevor won't usually say anything to him. Trevor will just like go to another spot or go to like the love seat or something, or not the love seat, the other couch. But Nick will usually tell him, like, he'll usually like go look at him and go, and then he'll move. But that's always like the funniest thing to me, is that's the only time he relaxes, is whenever he's like taking their spot. Okay, I've told you guys, if you get the stencil cleaner, it is absolutely amazing. You just couple of spritzes, let it sit there for, I don't know, I keep mine by the sink, so it's not right here, but let it sit on your stencil for 5 minutes and then just wipe it away and you're good to go. And the stencil cleaner will get stuff off of your stencils that you probably thought you couldn't get off, but look at that. Pretty. Okay, now I'm almost wondering though, do I want to paint the cross that color? Or actually, I think we will paint the cross that color. We'll do the base of it that color, and then we'll do some highlighting and umbra on there, on here. You look handsome. Can you go find your glasses? I'm just going to use the rest that's on the lid there. Bye, Ashley. It is the Delicate Metallic in Dark Gold. I'm pretty sure I am looking at them in my store. I think they're... The dark gold and the light gold are very similar in color, but one has like a little tinge of green, kind of like Nimbus, and the other one is a beautiful gold color. But again, they're very similar. It's just you can tell because when you put them next to each other, one has that little hint of green. But look at how pretty that is. And then we'll put in some umbra and really show off the details. These are so pretty. You know me, painting up in the air. Okay. And I think for this one, though, I want to paint that a different color. That's going to sit on the top. Whoever... My phone is buzzing like crazy right now because of the event on Saturday and everybody's messages I get right now because I'm on all of the pages and it's making me a little bit crazy. Let me put it on mute so it'll stop. Okay. All right, so I kind of want that blue on the top because I think that would be pretty. Oh, I threw paint in here that doesn't belong in here. What the what? Hold, please. Hold, please. Hold, please. I might have to mixy. Mixy. Okay. Give me. Let's see. Let us see. Thanks, Sue. He is just... he's running back and forth like there's either somebody outside or... wait. How now, brown cow? Somehow or another, I've gotten this blue all over me already. So I'm going to take some of that country blue. There we go. All right. I'm going to let my brain finish one train of thought first. So we're going to continue with the dark blue. And while it is still wet, I mean, I figure I have blue all over my hands already anyways. All right, while it's still wet, we're going to go in with some of that indigo, or not indigo, country blue. And while it's still wet, I'm just going to pounce that right in there, and then I'll show you. You guys see the blue on that flower? Yay! Yikes! Let's go back in with the dark blue again. And then I'm going to flatten down so I can just get the edgings of that. So I'm not trying to paint it, right? I'm just dabbing it on there. I know, I have a ton of baby wipes now. He opened it. I have a new pack right here that I opened the other day. And now I got a new pack right here. Just got a lot of baby wipes. All right. So let's dry those. And then we'll put these on. I got to get this off because where it is, if I touch and grab anything, it's going to get... let me just throw that one away with all that blue on that baby wipe. Okay. You are this. Okie dokie, artichoke. And I don't think, every time I say I don't need a brush and I throw it in the water, Then I need the brush. You want it? It's charged on now. It's got 19%. Get some Umbra. All right. Whoa. I feel like I'm trapped, son. I've got all this stuff on the floor right here. I don't want to run over your little feeties. Okay, let's get the Umbra and let's get, you know, of course we need some of the gold. I'm going to try to stop sitting on my phone, but every time I put it on the cradle, he comes back. So, okay. As always, work it in the brush first. And then, help me. Let's get all of this in. Really do some clock and counterclock. And I usually will try to not get too much on my brush, but I really want it down in all that detail. And I know I still have you guys close, so try not to. Okay. Then let's get a cloth and just kind of wipe. Oh yeah. See, I mean, and it's just already the metallic is always beautiful as is, but I'm gonna go in the outside because we want it to sink everywhere. Onyx is licking her paws. Chaos. Okay. Alrighty then. Hi. Somebody's honking. So pretty. All right, and let's get this one. And again. And we're going to put some white pearl on here because it would be a crime not to. So we'll get fins. See? I mean, it's just, it's the little things. It's the little things. And for this one, not this one, so I didn't mix it earlier, we're just going to it's just going to give a little something, a little bit of that gold on there. But like I said, I'm going to grab out fins, pearl. All right. We got to get the one and only Oh, I thought I was going to, for the first time ever, I thought it was going to be right on the top, but it's celestial. Okay, this is the winner chicken dinner. So let's put a little bit right there. And we're not going to choke up on our brush because we really want this just to be... It just never gets old. So now you guys should be close enough that you can see all three, well, 4 if you count the blue. Well, 5, I guess. We have 2 blues there. But now you guys should be able to see the umbra, the gold. That's not how you say pearl, ma'am. That is not how you say pearl. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Look at that. I think we nailed it. I don't think you're going to see much of this on here, but oh yeah, you can. We're just going to, over the top, give it a little something, something. Something, 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 something. Look at that. Holy macaroni. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh, yeah. You just cannot go wrong with the little white pearl, I tell ya. White pearl, celestial. I mean, let's be honest. Finn's waxes are gorgeous. Okay. Okie dokie, artichoke. I think we are safe to put those in the water. I do want to get all of this wax off of my hands, though, because that is not the business trying to work with that little bitty ting-ting. And then I'm going to get my polishing pad, and I'm going to get my transfer tool. And I'm going to get some heavy body gel. Heavy body gel. Heavy body gel. Oi! You guys, there's so much stuff around me right now. So I have eggs right here, paint right here, MDF right here. Oy. Trevor would probably just want to wring my poor whittle neck. Okay, we need to attach this onto here. But I need to scuff sand that. So hold please, because once again, it's not something that I remembered to do before I paint. So even if you don't have a Dremel, I always say sanding the back of it, even with your gator, will help with you adhering it to your surface. So it's really a step that you don't want to skip, especially if you're on a smooth surface. So I will show you, since you guys are still so close, and then I'll back you guys up. If you guys can see all these little bits, that's that little lip that causes so much heartache when you're trying to get your pieces to sit flush, and they won't. And so you're trying to put so much extra, glue. because you're trying to make up for that space. So if you just take your gator, or if you have a Dremel, just take it to the back. It doesn't only just help with adhering, but it also helps if you take that little gap out, so you're not putting so much product to try to account for that big gap, because it might look like nothing, but when you're trying to put your heavy body gel in there, it's not sitting flush. Hi, Sandy Triplet. All right, so okay, now let's get some of our heavy body gel, and while we fuss with the transfer, okay, golly, I have black on today and all of that resin dust. Okay, so now let's take our, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, look at how pretty that is. I'm sorry, I'll back up. Look at how pretty that is just by itself. And then if you're looking at the box with just the script on there, oy, 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 oy. Okay, so I'm tinking. Why? ¿Por qué? Why? What do we think? Like that, yeah? And then we could put all of our beautiful, oh, hi, Liz. Hi, Miss Kathy. So, Deb, I didn't ignore you. I seen that Sue answered you, so. Okie dokie, artichoke. Hi, Phyllis. You tell him, Troy. It's good. It's good. And I'm sorry, I didn't even say, but this one came out of the Emily Claire, The Amazing Grace. Sir, I need you. I need you. All right, now we can move this. And hey now. Who are you talking to, my son? Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Troy is hopefully not talking to 911, but he's having a conversation with somebody. So you want to make sure before you put your transfer down that obviously your paint and top coat, everything is nice and dry. You don't want to try to put it on anything that is freshly painted, really. So basically you wouldn't want to do what I'm doing. But always for the live, we've got to kind of rush the process a little bit. So let's get my little pokey tool. So I'm using my transfer tool you can use the little transfer stick that comes with it. There we go. Now I can grip it. Just don't use the brown sticks. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look, I love it. I like it. I love it. Oh, I see something's missing. All right, so before we give it a release, I'm going to hold it up here and make sure. Is everything down? Oh my gosh. Okay, and then we're going to take our polishing pad. If you don't have a polishing pad, you still want to at least use your top sheet to burnish it down. Burnishing is just purely making sure, rubbing it. So that's what burnishing is. The polishing pad gets rid of all the little halos that are around your transfer. All transfers have a little halo. But you want to make sure that you don't have any air underneath your transfers because it will dry out and then, you know, your transfer will look like a crackle that you didn't want. So, but look at how pretty that is. Oh, my banana daiquiris. I like it. I like it so much. Okay, but I also see little somethings here that we can accent. So hold, please. Did I just have my big head in the camera? The bill of my hat? I apologize. Sir, I want Troy, I hear you getting into the plates. What are you doing? We're going to use the 3D decor pin, the pearl. Yes, I'm using the back of my hand. And I'm just going to, come. You see the little, so we're going to make sure, first of all, there's nothing on there. And this is not like stickles. It's not going to take 24 hours to dry. It'll actually dry fairly quickly. Is that a dot or no? Well, I don't know. Is it? I don't think so because it's too close to that dot. There's no dots there. I think it's because the butterfly is in the way. Well, my OCD will not allow me to not put dots there. Can you guys see how pretty? Look at it. So pretty. Hi, Miss Donna Sue. Yes, it's a dot that is swirling to the back side of the ribbon. A dot that's swirling to the back side of the ribbon. Okay, now. Oh my gosh. Please back up. Jeez. Oh, you guys, it's beautiful. I love it. I love it. All right. While we are waiting for that to kind of dry, let's move that out of there. Where did I put? It's a whole drawer. Hello, drawer? Oh, there it is. It's underneath all the ting-tings. All the ting-tings. It's underneath all the ting-tings. because now I'm wondering if we should do, well, I don't know. I don't know. So now I'm going to do like large, look at, he combined my, oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Just because they're gold doesn't mean you need to put them in the same packaging, Trevor Jordan Lightsey. 4KY. Oh, he was like, well, these are small, mediums, and larges, so we're just going to combine them. All right, then. Said no one ever. Hi, Julia. Thanks, Joey. It pulls at your heartstrings. Okay, so the only thing about these is they don't pick up with the picker pin. Picker pin? Don't look back at me with the side eye. Troy, can you please hold on a minute? Troy? Oh, gosh, guys. Troy? I'm trying to see if I like this, if I'm going to like this. That's why I'm not like gluing them right now. I do want to put like lace around here. Sir, I'm just wondering if I like the gold cabochons up there. But what I do know is we need to start mixing our velvet powder. Thank you. Yes, there are some itty bitty. These are not even the smallest ones. There's those little pin drop ones that are in that bag that I left down in there. Yeah. I would like them better if they were a blue. I think we have different colors. I'm almost, if that wasn't, there's a gray. It's not silver, it's actually gray. And it kind of looks like that periwinkle color right there could be gray, but I don't think they're gonna look good with the box. So we'll have to put the lace on to decide if we like the gold, because I think the lace that's gonna go around here, we may not need the gold up there. We're gonna have to see, but let's look at, I'm gonna need to get a jar. Banana daiquiris. What did he put? He put it up in there. I need to get a jar because we're going to mix our velvet powder to get a color, small containers, that we want to put on the inside. Oh, they're actually small containers. Ha! Okay. And that's why I have like all of these here, because I just mix custom colors. And then oh, look at that. Do we do that color inside, or do we do the Nimbus color inside? Why does the camera keep getting crooked? Yes, lace first. That's kind of funny. Obviously, I've mixed this color before. I think I remember this was for a class that I did with the Easter Bunny. Yep, that's what it was. I actually am not mad at that color for the inside since Nimbus is on the outside already. And looky there, we don't even have to mixy. You're the expert. I'm in training. I am no expert by any means. Okay, let's take my little beater because obviously I can tell that I mixed some pink and blue. So I do see some of those colors. So let's just make sure we don't get little puffs of pink or any other color that we don't want. And then, so the rule, Troy just walked by my window. He's outside. Ay, ay, ay. The rule with like velvet powder and a lot of the things like foils, or you want your base color to be as close to the color of your velvet powder as possible, just in case there's like a little pin drop size that you missed. It's not going to be like, of course, if this color, right, we put this color on top of here, we missed a little spot, you're going to see that green color. So you want to have your base similar to the color. Did this go all the way down? I don't trust myself. So let's just put this like that. So in here, and this I will tell you is more than enough to do all of that in there. Let's make this in here kind of that, like, is that like a periwinkle color? And it doesn't have to be exact, but again, you just want it to be close. Again, it just needs to be close. I'm just trying to decide if I want to use the vintage blue color or if that one looks like it's going to be really bright. So let's just use, and the intention is to cover this entire color up, obviously. But again, in case there's like a little bit that you've missed, Terry, don't grab. Okay. You don't want it to, be sticking out. So let's put, this is vintage blue. Typically you'll always see whenever I do like boxes like this, I like the sensory of having like something soft on the inside. So I will almost always put velvet powder or soft touch inside. I am going to put it up on the sides here. Oh, Troy, you need to turn down that music, please, son. Troy. I'm going to have to mute you guys. Hold on. You guys could probably still hear me, I think, because the mic was still catching it. He was outside blasting his music. You got to turn it down, bud. I'm trying to remember to tell myself not to move this hand. I'm pretty sure, yes, they're dry on top, the surface. But if I go squeezing it, it's going to flatten. Bubba's. Mama boy. You need to turn it down, son. I think that's going to be a pretty surprise to open it and then have that really pretty blue. All right. It's good. Let's dry that. Hi, Jerry. That's a good thing, actually, if you don't hear it. I have a sound blocker on for background noise, but it was actually really loud, so I'm glad it didn't pick it up. What'd you do with the rice? What'd you do with the rice? Is it swimming in soy sauce? Here, baby. Here, Popeyes. Mommy doesn't have much more time. Then I'll go over there with you. Okay? So, hand in hand with velvet powder is your Decor Glue Tacky. There it is. This one. Okay, so in order to use your velvet powder, you want your Decor Glue Tacky. I will be honest, I haven't tried it with anything else, and I wouldn't. You need something really, really sticky, and that's exactly what this is. Oh, pooper scoopers. It feels so bumpy inside, which I had a feeling it would, but let's go over it. Because it's going to defeat the purpose of having it nice and soft and velvety feeling inside if we have all these wood fibers. Oh, it doesn't touch. Poking up. I was hoping to get away with it, but not today. All right. The bunny box class was this color, right, Tree? I'm positive that's how long I've had that color mixed. All right, and then I'm just going to also take a little wipe in there. And then the color doesn't have to be perfect, but where it nicked right there, that my luck, that would be like the one spot there was no, little bit of velvet powder missing or something. Okay, let's dry this really quickly. I'll put that in the water now. I'm done with that. And then, where did I put my big Mama Jamma tray? My catch tray. Then we're going to take our Decor Glue Tacky, and just like whenever you're using gilding glue, it's going to go on white, and then you want to wait a few minutes until it's gone transparent, and then it is ready for you to put your velvet powder on. And it's such a simple process, but the effect is just gorgeous. Now, I do caution you though, and I say it every time I use Decor Glue Tacky with velvet powder. I'm going to be very dramatic because nobody paints like that. But if you were to leave your Decor Glue Tacky like that and you don't smooth it out, your velvet powder is going to stick to all of that glue, and you're going to have little bumps like that, the rivets of the glue that you see. That's how your velvet powder will look. So you want to do your best to do smooth, to smooth it down and to have the glue as smooth as possible. I have done this many a times, and the first couple of times, I mean, I didn't do it crazy like that, but I wasn't really paying attention, if it was smooth or not. And then I could see the rivets in the velvet powder. Now, would it be something someone else would notice? I don't know, probably not, but I'm weird like that. So if you are, in the weird club like me, like, see how that looks right there? Your velvet powder is going to stick funny like that. So I don't know, it could be just a Terry thing, which is a lot of things, but 2 years ago at least, I think. Yeah, at least. We did the Snip Art Bunny class. We have to do more classes. I haven't done a class in so long. It's kind of sad. I enjoyed doing them. And I did them before and put kits together before I even had a store, which was madness. All right, so I'm going to do my best. I've got it everywhere, I believe. I'm going to do my best not to have any kind of like bumpity-bumpities. And also, while it's still that milky white color, do my best to make sure that the glue is everywhere. So you can see it's already starting to go transparent. My nose is a little bit itchy. Could you apply the velvet powder to wet paint? No. So that's another thing with velvet powder that I get asked a lot is like, do you have to seal velvet powder? No. So just like velvet in general or suede in general, like you don't want to get those items wet. It's the same thing with velvet powder. So if you, I know these are one of the things I cannot stand that I don't have you guys here, right? I can't like pass it around for you to touch it and feel it. But it's velvet. It's very velvety feeling. So you don't want to wet that. That's another reason why it's important to paint your base similar to the color of your velvet powder, because once you get this down, the velvet powder down, you don't want to then have to be going back in and wetting the velvet powder with Decor Glue Tacky to then, get that little area. That's why you really want to have a similar color. So no top coat. It's similar to like anything that's like that, a sensory like that. Soft touch, you don't put a varnish on top of soft touch. Soft touch is a varnish. Same thing, velvet powder, you don't wet it. You can't lay it into wet paint or anything. I would love to take a class by you. You know what? I need to commit to you guys or not even you guys, just anybody who would want to take a class, that I need to do a class again, especially because I do have the store now, and there's so many fun things that I can do class kits with. So I need to come up with something I'm going to find us something and put it together so that we could do a class, because I do classes on Zoom. So it's interactive. So that way you can talk to me. I can talk to you. I can see your desk. You can see my desk. But then also if you, and it's not on a live, like I don't broadcast it to the world or anything. It's recorded for you to watch as many times as you want. But also I always say, if you don't want to be on camera, you don't want to show your face, and you don't have to, you can take the class however you want to, but the option is there for you to be interactive with me if you wanted. But they're always fun because everybody is, I work at everybody's own pace. I don't rush through things. So if we're like, stop, I need to understand how to do this, or somebody else is having, we all help each other. So we need to do that again, because I think it's super fun, and it's the next best thing to us all getting together at one of our homes and being able to craft together. All right. I know I just realized what happened to my Big Mama Jamma tray. I had put foil yo-yo. I used it with foil yo-yo, and it's sitting way over there. That's why I haven't seen it to take it out and dump it. So we're not going to obviously use that catch tray. We'll just put it on some parchment paper. Now, I've seen people do velvet powder all different ways. I've seen them pick it up and pluck it and put it in there and do that. I don't do all that. I do it just like that. And then I tap. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but I don't know if you guys can see that color there is pretty close, but you can see where there's velvet and where there's not. And the really crazy thing is I still have Zoom and have had Zoom for all these years, and I can't even remember. Probably the last time we had a meet and mingle is the last time I've used my Zoom. So pay for it for nothing. So we got to use it. We got to do a class. All right. So we're getting that all around. And I just simply just tap it and just move it so that it goes. Now, just like what I say about like foil, you do not want to leave, especially, that was a lot, decor glue tacky. You don't want to leave that uncovered. Decor glue tacky will stay tacky, and let me just tell you, if you've never worked with it before, it's very true to its name. It's very, 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 very tacky, sticky. All right. So before I empty that out of there, I'm actually going to take it off of here. And you can see like the other colors that I mixed. Again, be better than me. Use your little mixer and mix all of those colors together so you don't get pops of the other color come through. All right, so now what I'm going to do is, I have a bunch of these little brushes. I like them, so what? Golly, son, you need to stop running. I am going to, hold on, son. I'm just going to tap as much out that'll make it into the cup. And then I'm going to go ahead and give it just kind of a pat rub, if you will. And I'm also trying to make sure that I don't feel anything sticky, because if I do feel anything sticky, I need to get that covered. Okay. And then I'm going to take my brush now, and you guys will truly see it doesn't take much. There's a lot that's going to come off. So I'm just going to brush off all of that, and make sure when you're doing this, like, you get it out of like the creases of it, you know. If I had my big catch tray, I wouldn't even care. I would just pound this right out on there, but can you guys see? It's starting to smooth out, and it is, oh my gosh. Just like Soft Touch, it will be one of those where you're just going to be going like this. Hi, Kiki. Good to see you. And no, I have a lot of people ask me, like, does it come off? No. I've never had it, like, you know, scratch off or the velvet powder pull away or anything like that. I'm telling you, once it's on that tacky glue, it's not coming off. I do see. All right. There's foil in there. I got it out. Okay, let me get all of this up. I really should have made note and had you guys take note of how much was in here, because it's doggone close to the same amount. It doesn't take much velvet powder at all. All right, so let me bring the box. There's little, I could see there's little, like, it's sparkles. I'm not going to worry about it, but it's, again, go in there again and make sure there's nothing in there that is sticky, because it needs to all be covered. And I will tell you, like, I do go through this a couple of times, because see, there's even more excess of the velvet powder, and especially down in that little corner, you see. Look at that. There's still more excess. So I'm going to try to flip it like this. And yes, I will. Look at that. And yes, I will paint the bottom. But isn't that so pretty? Yeah, there were. I got them out. There were little specks of foil in there. Okay, so I'm just going to, again, if you have the catch tray, it's so much better. Just use the catch tray. All right. But look, if you guys can tell, I used hardly any of that. So that will go back in my little collection here. And I do ship these sometimes when I'm doing kits. I'll put paints or whatever in here. But, you know, these you can get at the Dollar Tree. And whenever you're mixing, just save them, because you never know. Like this, look at that beautiful purple we did. So velvet powders are so fun, and they just, I don't know, again, and just another way to add a little something, something. It does, right? So when we come back tomorrow, we will paint the rest of this, and then we will put this on there. I just love that so much, you guys. It's so pretty. We'll put that on there. And then I'll pull out some lace, because I want to put velvet powder. I want to put lace around the top. So that's what we'll do tomorrow. And if my bingo gets here tomorrow, then we'll play some bingo. Hopefully it gets here tomorrow. But I just love, it's just such a pretty, you know what? If my mom was still here, I would put like a little gift in here for my mom and give it to her for Valentine's Day or something. Or even like that would be pretty for Easter even, or just or Mother's Day. But I would totally like put like a little something in here for my mom, and she would have loved that. But I don't know. It's just very like, classy and pretty to me. So, and then you open it up, and then that, it's like, oh, beautiful. But like I said, we'll do the finishing touches tomorrow. And then hopefully, like I said, hopefully Bingo will be here. But remember, I only announce Bingo on Telegram. So you have to be following me on Telegram in order to get notifications, because I don't put them or post them here, because then we just get everybody who only comes just to play bingo, and that's not fair to my peeps that are always here and supporting me. So anyhow, velvet powder, everything else, I'm gonna go shake off outside. But thank you. A nice class. This, the box, the heart box for a class, possibly. Boxes and classes are always good. One thing I was thinking about that I haven't done in a class is like textile. We haven't done anything textile in a class, and I think that textile would be fun too. But textile, velvet powder, all those things. So anyways, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I have to still figure out what we're doing for dinner because I have no clue. But I will see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Talk to you later. Bye. What time? What, Tracy? Tomorrow, I'm always on at 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern. So tomorrow, same time. So every time I'm on Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern. Okay. Bye.